Okay, we're going to walk through the process of creating a Dropbox or an assignment and attaching a editable document to it. For this, I'm going to be using Google Docs. I've already made my document. You can see the tab up here, and it's just about ready to go. We're going to come back to that in a second. You can use Microsoft Word and attach a Word file as well. The only issue with this, if students are using Chromebooks especially, it requires them to download the file, upload it to OneDrive to access it properly in Office and whatnot. So I find Google Docs just to be a little bit more seamless with the technology the students are using. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make a Dropbox, and I'm going into student work here. Your nav bar may look a little different. We're just looking for that Dropbox icon. I've just kind of created this nav bar and customized it for my class. I now want to make a new folder. Down here, these are folders or Dropboxes that already exist. And when I click in this area, other times I can see the number of students who have submitted, how many I've marked, how many of those marks I've published back to the students, and this is any new submissions. So since the last time I had marked, how many new files have come in. So I'm going to go into new folder. And this is the new view for assignments. This little button here, you can toggle back to an old view, or if you're seeing an old view, you can toggle this and turn on the new view. I find the new view just to be a little cleaner. It's a little tighter. So, and we're going to call this proofreading. I can give it a grade. So whatever I want my grade out of to be. So we'll just say that this is out of 30. Don't really worry about this if you're not using the grade book in D2l. If you are, it automatically will create a grade set in the grade book for it. And I'm going to assign a due date. So we'll say this is due by Friday at 3 o'clock. I'm now going to give instructions. Availability dates and conditions. So the start date is the date that I want the students to actually be able to see or access the assignment. So I'll just say today and the time. The end date is if I want them locked out of it after a certain amount of time. Generally speaking, I leave this open. I want the kids to be able to access it really indefinitely. But there may be times where for an assignment you're saying, nope, this is it, we're shutting it down. I'm not going to worry about anything else there. For submission and completion as well, I'm just going to leave all the defaults there. There's nothing else that I'm going to change. And evaluation and feedback. If you use rubrics, you can add or make an interactive rubric that will let you click through it here. Otherwise, you can just kind of leave that as is, and you'll have an area that you can do markup on the document, or that you can provide written feedback in the assignment window. Okay, now the last step that we're going to do is actually attach the file. So as I said, I've got the Google Doc here that I've made. And this is the assignment that they're going to be working on. So what I want to do now is click share this file. And I want to copy a link. Now I'm going to go back to my Dropbox. And as you can see that I can attach the file directly from Google Drive, but when I do that, the file is standalone and it's going to be view only. So if you can do that and the kids can go and click file and make their own copy and things like that, but it's again another step for the kids. So instead, I'm going to attach a web link and I'm going to just paste in the address the share address that I got. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit everything after this last slash. I'm going to go back and I'm just going to type in copy. And I'm going to give this a title. And I'm going to insert that. So what that means is when the kids open up the document, they're going to see all of this information here. And when they click on it, it automatically prompts them to make a copy. So this is going to be a copy that will go to their Google Drive, and then that is completely editable. And when they're finished, they can submit that to the Dropbox. So I think that's a nice, tight, easy way of doing something and giving kids copies of documents that you want them to be able to mark up or write on and alter and then submit after the fact. So once that's done, I need to make sure that I make it visible. Save and close. And I can see that that will now be here in the Dropbox folders. So if the students go and click on their screen, click into Dropbox, they'll be able to see it there. As well, in the news feed, I can add it here. If I click the little link, not the drop down, but the little link, I can click Dropbox and it will show me all the ones I've got. So it will link to this. Okay, and I could publish that for them to access. Or under coursework, and I'll just pick a unit here and we'll say day 1. I can add existing and same process here. I'm going to add and in here, and don't ask me why, but D2l started changing some of the stuff. So it's called an assignment rather than Dropbox. The two are interchangeable in D2l. So anytime you see assignment, it means Dropbox and vice versa. And so now that's going to show up as a link. Again, make sure that's visible. Oh, it's not turned on till then. We'll clear the dates on it so that they can see it. Okay, and they can click onto it there to get to it. As well as you probably have seen, you can go through this whole process directly from content and create new assignment. And that will take you to this window and you can do the whole process from there as well. Hope that helps a little bit.